25. Rebel Yell is a wooden racing roller coaster located at King's Dominion in Doswell, Virginia, and opened with the park in 1975. In 2015, it celebrates its 40th anniversary, and throughout the years has earned multiple honors and awards for its safety and unique design, with the greatest being in 2003, when it received the prestigious Ace Coaster Landmark Award. 24. Batman the Ride at Six Flags Over Georgia isn't the fastest, tallest, or prettiest roller coaster out there. Instead, it's one of the most unattractive and plain ones you'll probably ever see. However, in 2008, after a young man got decapitated by the ride while trying to retrieve his lost hat, it became one of the most macabre roller coasters on the planet. 23. Located at the Tokyo Dome City attractions is the Thunder Dolphin, an impressive 26-story tall, 3,500-foot long roller coaster that has seduced all the locals and tourists who are after adventure and high speeds. It has been described as the Colosseum of roller coasters, and judging from photos, we must agree that it looks like the epitome of a ridiculous thrill ride. 22. This is the only roller coaster on this list that's still under construction, but because of all it promises to offer, we couldn't ignore it. In spring 2015, Fury 325 will be the world's tallest, fastest gigacoaster, and may place the Carowinds Amusement Park in the Carolinas on the map as one of the biggest and baddest amusement parks in the world. 21. Full Throttle at Six Flags Magic Mountain in California opened to the public on June 22, 2013, and immediately set the record as the world's tallest loop-de-loop at 160 feet in the air. It's also the first roller coaster to feature a top hat element on a loop, and has drawn hundreds of thousands of brave visitors in less than 2 years of operation. 20. The Gatekeeper is a relatively new addition to the Cedar Point Beach in Ohio, and this steel wing coaster has broken the record as the world's tallest inversion coaster at 170 feet off the ground, featuring stomach-dropping falls at 70 miles per hour. 19. Oblivion is located at Alton Towers in England, and opened as the world's first vertical drop roller coaster on March 14, 1998. 18. When the Dodonpa opened in 2001, it was the world's fastest roller coaster, a record that has since been broken, even though this famous roller coaster located at Fuji-Q Highland Park in Japan is still one of the 5 fastest. 17. Even though the name Intimidator 305 sounds like a Star Destroyer in Darth Vader's fleet, it's actually named after NASCAR driver Dale Earnhardt, aka the Intimidator, and it's the tallest, fastest, and most thrilling roller coaster on the East Coast of America. This ride stands at 305 feet at its highest point, with the first drop of 300 feet at an 85-degree angle, and most enthusiasts rave about its high-speed twists and turns. Last but not least, this roller coaster at King's Dominion was voted Best New Roller Coaster of 2010 by Amusement Today, adding more prestige to the coaster's already decorated history. 16. This impressive roller coaster at Nagashima Spa Land Amusement Park in Japan boasts the longest track on the planet, a mighty 8,133 feet. Because the Steel Dragon was built in Japan, it required far more steel than other roller coasters due to the necessary earthquake protection, putting its cost at more than $50 million. 15. Derby Racer was the name of 2 very unique wooden roller coasters that operated at Revere Beach in Revere, Massachusetts. The first coaster opened in 1911, but was closed in 1936, while the second coaster of the same name was built in 1937 as its replacement. Both coasters were racing roller coasters, with side-by-side tracks where 2 coaster trains would race each other around the circuit. However, thanks to its many accidents which resulted in a couple deaths and multiple injuries, the Derby Racers were permanently decommissioned. 14. The locals at Cedar Point Amusement Park in Sandusky, Ohio, wonder what the self-proclaimed roller coaster capital of the world would be without roller coasters. That's why they constructed a true giant among coasters, the Millennium Force, a 310-foot, 93-mile-per-hour record-breaking monster of a thrill ride. It's so huge that it unofficially created a whole new category of roller coasters, the Giga Coaster. 13. Volcano debuted as the world's first inverted linear motor-launched roller coaster with the highest inversion. Roller coaster enthusiasts consider it the quintessential thrill-seeking experience, and it's the only one to shoot riders straight out of a raging volcano. What more can you ask for from a roller coaster? 12. The Wicked Coaster at Cedar Point is one of the tallest, fastest, and most intimidating inverted roller coasters in the world. The brave riders who get on shouldn't be afraid of heights or high speeds, because they'll have to face breathtaking 450-degree spirals at more than 70 miles per hour. 11. If you've ever been to New York's legendary Coney Island, then you've definitely seen the Cyclone. This classic wooden roller coaster is one of the most popular amusement park rides in the US, but unfortunately, it was responsible for the death of a maintenance worker in 1988 who was thrown from the coaster and fell 30 feet, landing on a crossbeam and dying instantly. 10. This roller coaster, as its name tells us, is only for those who have guts of steel. As a matter of fact, Superman Ride of Steel is such an intense experience that the people in charge had to come up with a whole new category for it. Hypercoasters are the modern breed of oversized roller coasters that rise up more than 200 feet. This coaster easily clears that distinction with a height of 215 feet and a mind-blowing 208-foot drop. 9. The new Texas Giant at Six Flags Over Texas opened in 2011 after an 18-month refurbishment of the former Texas Giant, a wooden roller coaster and winner of 2 Golden Ticket Awards for the best top wood roller coaster in the US. On July 19, 2013, a woman died after falling from the ride, resulting in modifications and additions to the ride's restraint system. 8. The Fujin Raijin 2 standing coaster at Expo Land in Osaka was considered one of the most impressive and exciting in all of Japan, but unfortunately in 2007, all of that suddenly changed. While the ride was in motion, an accident occurred from which a woman died and 19 others were injured. This event had a huge impact on all the parks across Japan, and the Fujin Raijin 2 closed permanently, although the park reopened shortly after the accident. 7. It's no secret that old school coasters were incredibly dangerous due to inferior engineering technology. Back in 1930, one of the most tragic coaster accidents took place on the Big Dipper at Krug Park in Omaha, Nebraska, killing 4 people. Omaha immediately passed a law making coasters illegal in the city, and Krug Park closed down soon afterward. 6. Six Flags Great Adventures El Toro mixes the height, speed, smooth ride, and exciting twisting elements of a steel coaster with a classic wooden design. Keep in mind that it entered the Guinness Book of World Records when it opened for breaking the record of steepest angle of descent on a wooden coaster at 76 degrees. 5. This upside-down U-shaped track bolts up 45 stories into the sky. That's 456 feet high. This leaves all other coasters in the dust. And of course, it's going to take some mighty acceleration to get you to the top. You'll leave the starting point of the Kingda Ka going from 0 to 128 miles per hour in a jaw-dropping 3.5 seconds. Actually, there won't be time for your jaw to even drop. 4. Let's get a few things straight about this one. 0 to 120 miles per hour in less than 4 seconds. That's the kind of speeds even top NASCAR drivers would be jealous of. A few seconds later, you're 420 feet in the air, and despite the ride lasting only about 17 seconds, it'll stay with you forever. To sum it up, in the race for pure adrenaline thrills, there's only one winner: Top Thrill Dragster. 3. If roller coasters are your thing, then you'll probably love the Tower of Terror 2 in Australia, which has served nearly 10 million people in the past 18 years. A bonus for riding this monster is that after the ride, guests are treated to an opportunity to purchase a photo of themselves enjoying their jolly jaunt on the Tower of Terror. 2. If you plan to visit Japan anytime soon, then you might want to visit the Fuji-Q Highland, an amusement park that just added a very special attraction, the world's steepest roller coaster. The Takabisha accelerates to 90 miles per hour, has a 141-foot drop, and a 121-degree freefall. This Japanese coaster beat the former record holder, the Le Timber drop in France, whose drop measures only 113.1 degrees. 1. At almost 150 miles per hour, Formula Rossa at Ferrari World in Abu Dhabi has the official title of being the fastest roller coaster in the world since 2010. Using the same technology that propels fighter planes from warships, it accelerates into the burning desert from 0 to 60 in 2 seconds flat. The question is, are you crazy enough to write it? Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these two videos here, or just head to our website at list25.com.